So, I'm out at my secret gold mine location, and I haven't been out here in a while, and the shaft has sloughed in quite a bit, and still full of water. But this goes down about 200 feet, and down, if you can see right there, there's a big depression in the ground there, and then over on the other side of that hump, down the hill about 100 feet, there's another entrance. There's all types of goodies all around here. But this whole area here was the last area that was worked in. Pretty much this whole area that I'm standing on is just riddled with mineralization and quartz. And originally up here, the farmer that originally found the gold back in 1896, I think it was, right over there, that quartz outcrop right there is what they found the gold in, and they followed it down. There was actually a shaft there first and filled in, but when I had this place all cleaned out, I figured out a lot more information after researching and getting stuff offline too. It's all granite, it's all the waste rock here, and how the road goes up right here, this was all that height down there before. They built this all up. You can see that little rock wall there. All what I'm standing on is all waste rock. And it would come down over here, down in that clearing down at the bottom, over to the left. There used to be a building with a stamp mill in it. And if you go down to the bottom down there where all that high grass is now, there's all broken up quartz in very small pieces, fine pieces, lots of mineralization. I found a few pieces of gold down there just by classifying material and running it through the gold cube. But they would come up from those holes there in that area over there as well. They would bring up the buckets of ore. As you can see, there's quartz just everywhere here. But they would bring it all up in different grades and dump it in piles. This whole pile here, all right here, goes down this hill, all the way to that ground down there is where it used to be. This whole pile is full of like mid-grade ore, all the way down to the bottom of the hill. And then down at the bottom of the hill for the last 20 feet, and then all of the surface area is just littered with high-grade ore. So, back in 1910, or 1907 actually, sorry, another landowner that picked it up tried to dewater the mine and get a Canadian company to come in, but at the time the money wasn't in it for the values that you could get. But down along that side over there, I'm not going to walk down there now because I want to get going, but right around this edge there, this whole wall is just exposed rock pretty much, and there's a few little prospect drifts. There's one down there that goes in 30 feet. But this little area here that I'm standing on is a little bridge that goes up. They were bringing ore up this way and dumping it in there, bring it down and crushing it down and milling it. But I also, over this hill, about 100 feet over, one time when I was walking around, I found another vein that looks exactly like this vein, and it runs all along the top. So I think there's another vein structure over there with gold in it. But I could literally work the mine dumps here for years every day and never make a dent in it. But this is where it all came from. It took me a long time to find it. But there's some pretty good stuff here. The stupid phone won't focus. But I don't know. I'll come back on in a little bit.